I'm Lloyd Herman. I was Bartow County's Junior Miss 2006 in the great state of Georgia, and I'm currently a professor of speech and communications. Today I'd like to share with you some insights for virtual interviewing. Technology has progressed over the past decade to provide the ability to effectively interview from anywhere with online resources. It's important to understand that you can truly put your best foot forward, even if you don't step into the same room with your interviewers.
There are 5 things to consider when preparing and executing a virtual interview. These are things that you can control that will help your interviewers focus on you and not become distracted. The setting is very important and can include both visual and audio elements. You want to find a space for your interview that is free from both clutter and potential noise intrusions. You can prepare for this by finding a clean background and letting people know that you will be interviewing, which may include securing pets. Here, Mimi Riley Taylor, Distinguished Young Woman of Florida 2016, shows us a less effective setting and a more effective setting. Lighting. Think of this as the Goldilocks method. Not too dark, but not too light as to wash you out. One way to avoid poor lighting is to not position yourself in front of a window. This can cause too much backlighting and counteract how the camera is able to pick you up. It is a good idea to add some front lighting in addition to the natural light of the room. You can add front lighting by placing a lamp nearby to further illuminate you. Check this out ahead of time so that you can be seen in the best light. Pun intended. Here, Sophia Inaba, Distinguished Young Woman of Georgia 2015, shows us less effective lighting and more effective lighting. Framing. Framing is how you set the lens for your interviewers to see you. Here, Brooke Rucker, Distinguished Young Woman of America 2014, shows us how to frame yourself. Make sure that you don't cut off the top of your head. You also don't want to be a floating head or only a large face consuming the screen. Unless otherwise instructed, for effective framing, it's important to see your face and a bit of your upper body. This helps your audience see your facial expressions and experience a bit of your body language. Eye contact. While you won't have an interview panel in front of you to create eye contact with, you can create the illusion of having good eye contact by talking directly to the camera, webcam, or recording device that you are using. This is extremely important to check out ahead of time because you don't want to complete an entire interview appearing to look off to the side, down, up, etc. Connect with those on the other side of the screen by identifying the best place to look and perhaps putting something close to it that catches your eye, such as a sticker. It's also important to make sure that the camera is as close to level as possible with your eyes. You don't want those on the other side of the screen to feel like they are looking up at your chin or looking down at your forehead. And personal appearance. You'll want to be well-dressed and well-groomed for your virtual interview, just as you would for an in-person interview. The more professional you look, the more professional you will feel, and the more professional you will appear. Here, Allison Ruiz, Distinguished Young Woman of Bibb County, Georgia 2017, and Dora Guo, Distinguished Young Woman of America 2019, show us effective personal appearance. When it's almost time for your interview, you'll want to identify your space and prepare it for your interview. You'll want to use the guidelines that we just reviewed. Test your technology ahead of time, and test what your audience will see and hear by recording and reviewing a practice session. And know that there could be technical difficulties or interferences. Take a deep breath and keep on going. And always remember, you are in control.